Hello friends and welcome back. It's Astro here with Prison Architect in our super awesome maximum security shenanigans murder town. Oh gosh, it's been pretty rough. We've got guys cycling in and out of solitary all the time. I'm actually starting to think that this solitary block will need to be expanded in the not too distant future, and what I might do is actually cut through here and then just have a single building just out here on its own, which is just jam-packed with 1x1 cells. But we'll come to that later. Today, I think it would be nice if we populate out the next block of cells here. We're at 32 prisoners at the moment. We're aiming for 50, so we can get our next $20,000 grant. And we're getting close to that. So all we need to do is populate out another 32 prisoners in here, and that'll get us well on the way. Now before we do that, let's just have a look at, because it's just kicked over to, no, it's work free time. We've got 4 hours until feeding time. So the chefs, there's only 4 of them. We really need some more chefs. No? Chefs? Cooks. Where are they? Cook. 3, 4 more cooks, and that should help to sort of get all the bacon and mashed something and green things. God knows what these guys are eating. There's definitely bacon here. I mean, that's obviously bacon. What this is, it's just anyone's guess. It's... What are you doing out here, Elliot? It is not yard time. You need to be searched, and your cell needs to be searched, because this is very suspicious behavior. I believe that you are being thrown some kind of mobile phone or shank or screwdriver or something like that. So, you know what? We're going to search your cell. We're going to check you out. Have you got anything? No? It's taking... I mean, this must be a very... Ah, he did! Mobile phone. You cheeky bugger. Bloody Anadir Elliot. He's weightlifting. That's cool. Who are you? After being called Jinky one too many times by his brother, Anadir forced his brother's optical mouse down his throat. Many years of processing later, he was sentenced to 3 years in prison because mouse killings are uncommon. Excellent. Thank you, game. That is the sort of cheeky humor that I love about this game. Okay, let's get these new cells populated out, because it seems that everything's kind of ticking along, but we're starting to dip with cash flow at the moment, so we need some fresh funds. So let's grab this, and we'll clone up this block here, and we'll go bish, and then a bash, and then one here, and then we're down to 15 grand, 8 grand, and we need a wall across here to seal that in. Great. We could probably fit another blob of these guys in. This is risky, but look, we'll see. We'll just see how far we can push, because I really need the money. Okay, so we're down to 2 grand. That should leave us just enough to just enough to pop in a wall here, which will give us $1,500 up our sleeve. Okay. Oh, bugger. We didn't lay any power. We can afford the power. Can we afford any pipes? Where were the toilets? Right up against the wall. Okay, so let's go utilities, small pipe, like this. And we have to have one on this side too. Excellent, we can afford that. Let's just pull this large pipe over a little bit more. And then from here, we're going to pull some hot water up and down and this way. Oh my god, we're going to be able to afford all of this. Fantastic. $648 to our name. So it's a bit critical at this particular juncture. We're dropping $912 a day. Yep, there goes some more cash flow. So, look, we're not doing terribly well so far as cash flow goes. We're only feeding 38% of our inmates, 37. I don't know how that went down. 40, okay. Fair enough. You do you. Feed all prisoners. So we're not feeding everyone. We're running low on cash, and people keep getting murdered. So, yeah, at this point, we're not doing terribly well. Not doing terribly well, but that's okay. It's okay, we can turn it around. So the plan is at this stage, when these cells get built out, because each of these cells costs, well, it used to be about $1,000. Now the phone booth is in there. It's probably about $1,200. Let's just double check. So we'll copy this. This side. Copy this, and of course the tooltip's in the way. If I were to do it this way, what would it say? $1,350. Okay, so it's $1,350 for one of these cells. Each time one of these prisoners comes in, we get 1,000, which means that when all of these cells fill, we can populate out the rest of this, and then we can build out the full population out to 64, and hopefully that'll... see, we're at 4,800 prisoner granted at the moment, so that should double. That should be at 9,600 by the time we're done. 96? Yeah, 96. I'm great at maths. Right. What else do we need to do? So we've got cleaning cupboard here. Let's have a look just at our prison labour for now. So we've got 5 in there. Let's fully populate all of these. Get as many people working as possible because, well, why hire janitors or laundrymen when you can just use prisoners to do what you need to do, right? I mean, oh, shit. Okay, this is a problem. We're going to run out of... What do you mean? Oh, no! Oh, this is a bad... Oh, dear. Okay. This is a problem. So, we're going to have all of these lights coming online. It looks like the lights have already been deployed. Excuse me. So the lights have been deployed, which is good. So hopefully this won't trip. Because if this trips, we'll lose power in the entire prison. And that's generally not a good thing. But yeah, as soon as we start getting some cash coming in again, as soon as this gets corrected, we'll have to very rapidly build out some capacitors because we're running desperately low on power at this particular point in time. And that's not where we... Oh dear. Here come the lights. How can we... You know what? Where's the power cable that's leading into this section? It's under the pipe. Of course it bloody is. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're just going to dismantle this. Can I? Oh, oh shit. No, that's fine. Okay, so we can just cancel that out. We won't build any power conduits up here just yet. I mean, we got a bit of money back from it. It's nice. But we won't build this power out just yet because we just don't have the wherewithal to be able to supply power to this zone. Oh, right. These guys are pottering about in the yard. Do you know what? I think the next thing... So once we get this completed, the next thing we need to do is pimp out this yard. Because at the moment it's just dirt. And a tree and some rocks and shit. So we need like some weight benches and some nice grass and some phone booths and maybe a couple of toilets. You know, the sort of things that guys like to do when they're hanging out in a yard with their friends. You know, just, you're hanging out, you just... Whoop, excuse me, Bob, I just need to go and drop the kids off at the pool. So we'll get that set up shortly. But in the meantime, let's keep an eye on this stuff. And we might speed it up to 2. No, we'll go all the way to 3. Because I want I want these prisoners in the prison. We desperately, desperately need more people populating this place. And the only way we're going to get it is by putting these people in. What else? See, okay, so this guy was just talking on the phone. If we have a look at needs now. Yeah, see, family? Nothing. Totally fine. Freedom, everyone's good because they've got, I think it's work free time at the moment. Yep, great. So freedom's good, that's good. Clothing is not so great, and I'm not quite sure why that is. 21 prisoners are concerned. It's not a serious concern, or it's not a, a furious thing. They're just a little bit ticked. But we've got a laundry here, so it might just be that the laundry isn't able to process enough laundry, enough clothing. Because we've only got two laundry machines, so we might, that might have to be expanded out. But again, we have zero money or negative money. We have less money than we have zero, less than zero, less than hero. I don't know, whatever it is. We are not doing terribly well with the funds, and we're going to need to get some cash in, and that's going to arrive very shortly. Because check it out, these cells, some of them are now legit, and as a result, we have 13 prisoners arriving at 8 AM in 5 hours and 20 minutes. So when those guys start to stroll into the prison, we're going to start seeing some good cash coming in. We're going to get, this will just start racking up at $1,000 a tick. So like 14 grand is what we're going to see right off the bat. That should let us fill out the rest of these cells. Ooh, it's risky. We can fill out the rest of these cells, but then that won't leave us with very much to go any further. But it depends if these ones here get filled out between now and 8 AM. Okay, we're up to 16. We've got 2 hours. So in preparation, we'll just grab a copy of these 3 cells here, and we'll wait for the influx of prisoners. At the moment, we're just getting phone booths. We're still getting phone booths. Gordon Bennett. I would have thought that they would have all had one by now. No? Oh, it's these new, the new cells, I forgot. Because they've gotten cloned with the phone booth in them. We are, okay. The phone booths are good, but I really need a phone tap. Like, it's better to be safe than sorry when it comes to phones in your prison. And yeah, having all of these phones is kind of, it's just inviting people to say, hey, maybe at the back fence and throw me a mobile phone or a sheave or a bag of cocaine dust or whatever it is that the prisoners are doing these days. It's just inviting trouble. So being able to monitor that. What? Panic, what are you doing? Oh. Okay. How'd you pop then? Well, good on you, Panic. Good on you. I'm not sure if I'm really comfortable with you being this far out. I might have to actually, while we wait for those prisoners to arrive, go like this, and this, and this, and this. Deliveries can be that. No, reception. Sorry, yep, okay. This can be access only. This can be... I'll leave that as shared for now. Shared, because we want people working in there. That's shared. Shared. Oh, and staff. Good. Alright. That should... You've been found with a screwdriver, have you? You naughty bugger. Okay. So we've got some prayer mats on the way in. We're still populating those cells out. 20. Oh. 20 prisoners arriving, but I must have missed that. We've somehow got $34,000, so... Okay. Oh, right. We got the first 16 odd. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Doesn't matter. Let's just plonk these in here, and here, and here, and there. We're going to need some radiators down here and up here, because this will get a wee bit chilly if we don't do that. And we'll just do the old loop-de-loop. And what's flashing here? Oh, it's a toilet. I think the toilets went all... Oh, right, because they're on the bottom end of the cell. Of course. Okay, so we'll hook those toilets up. We've got some cash now, so we may as well put this power conduit back in. And we will grab us some new capacitors. We can afford all of them, so that's lovely. Hopefully if they... I'll just amp these all up, because that is rather critical. When these guys go in... Where are you going with... Oh, windows. Righto. Ah, great. Look at that. Okay, cool. So power is no longer an urgent problem. We've got our dog sniffing all the stuff that's coming in. We've got a metal detector here checking the stuff that's coming in. We've got another 20 prisoners coming in at 8 AM. And that should actually expand out because these cells should finish up rather shortly as well. Let's get rid of this planning stuff. Great. Oh, okay. Right, so that is wing number 2. And yeah, cell block B has disappeared, so that means that we are... Oh, that's where that extra cash came from. Right, I just figured that out. That $30,000 that I saw a moment ago, that was because we passed the threshold, the 50 prisoner threshold. Even though we don't have those prisoners in yet, yeah, we passed that threshold and we got cell block B. So the next one is 100. But before we do that, what else we got here? MaxSec infrastructure implementation. Maintaining security for a large number of prisoners can be difficult, but the cost of a breach is far greater than the cost of implementing the proper security measures. Install the necessary equipment throughout your prison. So we need body armor, tasers, CCTV, and cameras. You know what? Totes. We're going for that one. And reform through education. Look, this is something that we should probably just kick off now. So if we go into policies, programs, sorry. Well, there's lots of programs we can do. So I think we should have, right, kitchen safety and hygiene. We'll have 3 of those, and that can happen in the main kitchen up here. And we'll get some prisoners to work in the kitchen. Because at the moment, no one is qualified. And there's only one person I saw before that was actually interested in doing this. Foundation education, we're going to have 2 of those. Cool. Cool. No, we'll leave it at 1 for now. We'll just leave it at 1. Was this 9 to 11, 11 to 1, and 5 to 7? That's fine. Carpentry, behavioral therapy. Let's see. And then this and this and... Okay. Well, look. I'm going to pull these 2 out. We'll just have 1 of these because programs cost money to run. And this is not the greatest at this particular point in time. We need to get more prisoners in so our grants, or our, what is it? Yeah, prisoner grant. We need to get this prisoner grant up. And we can only do that when this intake occurs. So 26 prisoners at this particular point in time. If these cells do get filled out by 8 AM, so 4 hours from now, then that might extend up to, yeah, the full $9,600, which would actually be really, really super valuable. Because at this particular point in time, yeah, we're not doing so great. Not doing so great. Cool. What else do we need to do in this episode? So we've gotten these out. These cells are coming in. We can have a look at our other grants that are available. Prison manufacturing. I mean, that would be good. Making some license plates and, you know, fancy beds and whatnot. Inmate nutrition. Okay, this is kind of an easy one, really. It just requires torturing people for a bit. So what we need to do, single low quality, low variety meal for 2 days, and then 3 high variety, high quantity meals. So what we'll do is we'll pop into regime, and we'll take out eat here. Okay, so we're going to have a single, and then we'll go to policy, and it's meant to be low and low. So we'll go low, low, right? Single, low, and low for 2 days. They're not going to like it, but yeah, they're our guinea pigs in this situation. We're just going to make sure that we know what happens when you feed people 9/10 of fuck all. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen. They're going to be very upset about the whole situation, but it's science. You just got to make sure. Because the only thing, you know, as Adam Savage once said, the only difference between screwing around and science is writing it down. And here, look, we're going to write it down. See, we're at 2% already in our writing down of torturing people. And, yeah, we'll just move on from there. I'd like a light in this corridor. Right here. And be a very bright corridor. You know what? Let's gussy this up even further. Let's go objects. Large window. Look at that. Look a lovely little... In the middle of the corridor, you can just look out and just see this beautiful wall-lined piece of dirt which looks like shit. It'll just be gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And these guys think I never do anything for them. Right, okay, so these cells are almost done. Slowly getting to completion. We are... Oh, look. Here it comes. New recruits. Fresh meat. Being brought into the prison. Getting sniffed down. Get all their clothes taken off. We've got another member of... Oh no, hang on. This isn't the Jingle Bells. Who's this guy? That's a different gang. Look, he's something different. So, I mean, if we look at... where do you see the gangs? Is it prisoners, jobs? No. Programs, finance, evaluation. I think it's intelligence, actually. And I don't have that just yet. I don't have any intelligence whatsoever. So, let's get some of this stuff on the way. So we'll get intelligence. We'll get tasers, because we need that, and body armor, because we need that, and we need surveillance as well. So all of these things are going to form this max sec infrastructure. Right, so like body armor 0%, tasers 0%. Increase the size of your security force. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So yeah, we can increase the security force. That's fine. Is a normal guard going to do it? 80, 85, 90, 95, and you know what? We'll pull that and we'll put in another armed guard. Just for shits and giggles. You can never have too many armed guards. Diggity darn guards. This is populated. We've got 5 more prisoners arriving tomorrow, which is great. That's given us $41,000, which is really good. I can hear the dog just sniffing everyone's crotch as they come in. Got another Jingle Bells guy here. I mean, this is just delicious. Absolutely wonderful. We're just humming along perfectly. A little bit inefficient. We've got some fine tuning that we need to do, but you know what? We're getting there. All right. Well, look, we might leave it there. thanks for joining me. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, have a good one.